Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle,
hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, as always, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. We are talking about, of course, Auburn baseball, heading out to Corvallis, Oregon. I think heading out today, actually scheduled to practice, probably wrapping that up about right now, maybe continuing to practice a little bit. I think they're having kind of a send-off about 12:45 there at Plainsman Park, I guess. So yeah. Is that where it is?
They said parking lot across, Coliseum parking lot. I guess they're going to get on the bus there.
Okay. So and then they will head out to Oregon today and get out there and try to practice a little bit and kind of get acclimated to the time and the weather and everything out in Corvallis, Oregon, as they will play the Beavers on Saturday night. Going to be a late night, David, 9:30. And that's if it starts on time.
Yeah.
9:30.
You know, they've changed it to 9 now, Andy.
Oh, have they? Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, you can cut your nap 30 minutes short Saturday afternoon. I have a gig in West Point, Georgia, till 8 o'clock. So I will be throwing the equipment back in the Jeep and rushing back home.
Okay.
9 o'clock now instead of 9:30.
So 9 o'clock on Saturday night, 9 o'clock on Sunday night. Hopefully it'll just be 2 games and we're on a plane back home.
Absolutely.
Let's hope that's the case.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about, because I'm assuming most of these, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought normally it was you had a 3-day series, and usually if it went to that third day, if it went to that third game, it was the next day. But they've got these scheduled, from what I saw, as it's 2 in a day. If you go to a third one, then you play it later that day. That's the way the schedule was written that I saw from the NCAA. Now, I might be wrong, and somebody can correct me on that, please.
That's what you've got here on the list. Then why is ours?
Because it starts at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no possible way. It would have to be on Monday.
Well, I don't understand why the rest of them are ending on Saturday and Sunday, and ours is ending on Monday, which would tell me, though, Andy.
Because it starts at 9 o'clock at night.
At 9 o'clock at night. But that also tells me, if the NCAA is fair and equitable, that should we make it to Omaha, we probably would not play on that first day. We would probably play on the second day to give us that extra day of rest and prep for Omaha. I don't know. We'll see. That's interesting.
Maybe it's been like that. And again, maybe that's just the way that it had it listed, and that's not the actual schedule. But
I'm not crazy about that. I think
we'll see.
Yeah.
Again, regardless, maybe it's a moot point. And maybe 2 games is all it will take.
Yeah.
5 SEC teams in the Super Regionals. Texas A&M hosting, and they're the only SEC team, or Knoxville, of course, Tennessee, and Texas A&M, the only 2 hosting. But it will be possible that we could see 5 SEC teams in the College World Series. I don't think it's going to happen.
No,
but at least it's a possibility. We'll look at the tail of the tape. How good is this Oregon team? They are the number 3 seed, number 3 overall seed in the tournament. Auburn, the number 14 seed. They play. It's not necessarily, of course, apples to apples. So you got Auburn playing in the SEC. You got Oregon State playing out there in the Pac-12. Pac-12 has some good baseball. Stanford out there in the Pac-12. I mean, they play some good baseball. But is it week in, week out as good as the SEC? It's not for – I probably would say no, but you would probably have some to argue that it's really good, probably on the same level. Oregon State played 63 games this year. Auburn only played 59. So, again, when we talk about, like, the strikeouts or total strikeouts or hits or runs or something. They had 4 more games. So you got to kind of factor that kind of in. But we'll look at the tail of the tape and kind of compare these two teams and just kind of see where they match up. We'll look at that. Athlon comes out with a preseason All-SEC team, first, second, third, and fourth team. So Auburn gets 9 players on that. That is tied with LSU and Kentucky and Mississippi State. Alabama leads with 18, not a shocker. Georgia 13, A&M 12, and Tennessee with 10. So we will look at some of those, look at who made that list from Auburn. And, again, we'll bounce around and take your phone calls, take your comments, and talk a little bit about everything else going on. David, good to see you. It's your first time on this week.
Yeah, sorry about Monday. I had to be there. And the grandson was he kind of wanted to go back too. And I want to share with our viewers a couple.
I would like to know how the crowds were.
And this speaks to that.
You were at all 3 games, right?
All 3 games. The most incredible environment I've ever seen in Plainsman Park. Now, totally disappointed that we had to finish Monday. Still a good crowd, but you would have loved the celebration to have taken place. But I get chill bumps when I think about what I saw and what I experienced in Plainsman Park this weekend. And my grandson, Carter, totally fell in love with Kenny Oyama, the 5'4", 150-pound left fielder for UCLA. So at the end of the game, I said, well, Carter, as they go out of the gate to get on the bus, if you want to, we'll go over and let you get your picture with Kenny. And, of course, his
Your grandson, how old? 12?
He's 13.
13, same size. Now, he doesn't weigh as much, but he's as tall.
Almost. Yeah, pretty close. Carter has not hit his growth spurt yet, but he was almost. Now, Kenny Oyama's calves are huge. I mean, now, his parents were standing there, and they're both very short as well. But let me tell you what Kenny Oyama said, Andy. Kenny Oyama took great 5 minutes with us, just to chat, the pictures. And I said, Kenny, I hope you enjoyed your time here at Auburn other than the outcome.
This was after the game?
After the game. And he said, man, let me tell y'all something. He said, this place is unbelievable. He said, y'all's hospitality was as good as we've had anywhere. And he said, your fan base loves the game. And their head coach at UCLA also said that the Auburn environment was one of the most enthusiastic and classiest environments that he'd been in any ballpark he'd ever coached in. Now, that speaks extremely highly of our fan base, our team, how they conducted themselves. I know you and Caleb were talking yesterday about another team that wears orange. Flip a bat at them and they go ballistic, but they put on a Broadway production when they hit a home run. And wave at people with the wrong finger and all that stuff. You didn't see any of that stuff at Auburn this weekend. It was an unbelievable environment, and just very proud to be an Auburn Tiger right now, the way we conducted ourselves. And when opponents say those types of things.
Definitely.
It just speaks very, very highly of Butch Thompson, his staff, our fan base. And I love what Butch Thompson said in his press conference. He said, his Les Brown quote is, people don't fail because they aim high and miss. They fail because they aim low and hit. And he said, it's time for me. I'd be doing my team a disservice if I didn't talk about us winning Omaha.
He said,
not just
national
getting
title or bust.
Yeah. He said, we're tired of 2 in a barbecue. I like that. And that's Butch Thompson. He's a leader. These teams, the Bad News Bears thing, I don't know if you read about that, with the Bad News Bears jersey hanging up in the locker room. He didn't even know anything about that. The players did that because, we were picked last in the West. And here we are sitting on the precipice of Omaha. So you can't count the year that was canceled. So 3 out of the last 4 seasons, Andy, super regional and 1 trip to Omaha, I think Butch Thompson can stay as long as he wants to right now.
Oh, there's no question. I go back to the last time I think Auburn – I think I'd looked it up. I mean, the last time Auburn made 3 regionals in 4 years span was you have to go all the way back to I think the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Had to go. I mean, because Steve Renfro got him 3 out of 4. But that first year, I think the first year of Slater, we might have snuck in by the skin of our teeth. So you had a 3, but it might have been the,
Dirty Dick.
But anyway, so it's been a while, but it's hard to say that. And you think about the injuries from the pitching staff that just completely decimated it last year.
Oh, last year.
And you think about all the one-run game losses. The record did not look good last year. But
this year's bad news. Last year was bad luck.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
that's great to hear. And
here's the other thing, Andy. When we get into Oregon State, I'm going to introduce our. Now Stanford would say, "Yeah, we play pretty good baseball. We just beat Vanderbilt." Okay. Our viewers are aware that UCLA hung 25 points on Stanford in the conference tournament. And our viewers also need to be made aware that UCLA beat Oregon State in Corvallis 2 out of 3 this year during the season.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
just a little hope.
It's a good little tidbit there. All right, we are going to take our first break here on the Auburn Blitz, but don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hilleby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hilleby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
The city famous for its music is quiet now, but it's about to be overwhelmed by the symphony of speed. Nashville Superspeedway will be rocking from the pit to the grandstand. June 24th through 26th, the Ally 400 NASCAR Cup Series race weekend brings a mix of incredible racing and live entertainment. Tickets are going fast, so visit NashvilleSuperspeedway.com today and join the full throttle fun.
It's been 30 years. 30 years of growth. 30 years of dedication. 30 years of service and value to our great customers. 30 years of automotive technology and innovation. We are proud to celebrate our anniversary at Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika, making you smile for 30 years.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Beautiful day outside after the rain yesterday, kind of drying things out a little bit. That's always good. We are brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate for all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area as well as down there on the coast. Give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. Okay, David, the tail of the tape. Auburn, 40-19 on the year. Oregon State, 47-16 on the year. Again, Auburn with playing 59 total games. Oregon State, 63 total games. So bear that in mind with the numbers. But Auburn team batting average, 292. That was third in the SEC. 298 for Oregon State. So a good hitting. Almost when you hit almost 300 as a team, it's pretty sporty.
It's when you look down through here, Andy, they win the tail of the tape from a stat line. You don't play it on paper.
No.
That's why I said what I said before we went to the break. That's encouraging for us. It comes down to, and Stanford had to really struggle to beat what we would consider this season an average Vanderbilt team. I mean, would we not? Yeah. I mean, they got a little hot here there at the end. But is that Pac-12 up to snuff compared to the SEC? That's what it's all going to come down to. Fortunately for them, they're at home. I understand that ballpark is not particularly home run friendly for whatever reason. I don't know if it's bigger or what. I did notice, I don't know if you saw any of the Corvallis Regional, I noticed everybody was bundled up pretty good.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't know. I hope Butch and the boys pack their jackets because it may be a little chilly up there. I hadn't checked the weather. But, yeah, they've got us in batting average. We barely got them in slugging percentage. On base percentage, they're 17 points higher than we are. The one that stuck out, of course, we got 70 home runs and they have 55. Their ERA is a little better.
A little better, top to bottom.
Yeah. But I'll say this.
They really like to, if they get on the base path, too, they like to run.
They run. I told you off the air.
82 steals.
82 steals and out of
97 attempts.
97 attempts. That's pretty special.
Just for comparison, Auburn 47 steals on the year in 60 attempts.
Yeah. And the way Auburn's lineup is and the way we had Sonny DeShera sitting and the way Bobby Pierce had been hitting the ball, we really didn't need to steal as much as maybe they did because we had guys just knocking the cover off the baseball.
Now, Nate LaRue has got a cannon, and he has been exceptional at throwing people out.
You and I were talking about that off the air.
That is going to be an interesting factor.
He's foaming at the mouth. Run. He really does do a phenomenal job. And, you know, Andy, here's the other thing. Auburn, we were 4th in the conference in fielding percentage, which is, I'd like to know the 3 teams that were better than us in fielding percentage. And their fielding percentage is right there with us. Same amount of errors.
We've turned 49 double plays. They've turned 52.
52,
so, I mean,
about
they're
the
very
same.
good. I mean,
Yeah. So, I mean, they do win the tail of the tape, but nothing really stands out as them considerably better than us, except for the steals. But I'll say this: the way our 3 starters are 2 of our 3 for sure. Mason Barnett was just shoving it this weekend. And Joseph was Joseph. You know, if Trace comes out, and that's going to be interesting too, Andy.
Yeah, what's the matchups?
If we win game 1, will we throw Joseph in game 2 to wrap it up?
Is it Trace Bright in game 1? Is that the way we're going?
Right now?
I mean, everybody's got full rest, right?
Right now, I'm throwing Mason Barnett game 1. He just was unbelievable Friday.
Yeah.
And I know that was Southeast Louisiana. But, I mean, he was running up there 94, 95. His breaking ball he was throwing it for strikes. He just, good grief. So, I don't know. Butch makes the big bucks. I'll let him figure that one out, him and Tim Hudson. But right now, I don't feel uncomfortable with any of those 3 taking the mound, but especially Gonzalez and Barnett right now. And here's the other thing, Andy. Bullpen-wise, we hardly used anybody in the regional.
That may be good or bad.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let me ask you this, Andy. Do you think the early exit in the SEC tournament for us was a blessing?
Yes.
I do too. Absolutely. So, and I think that helped. And here's the thing. Sonny DeShera said, you know, we played 3 inter-squad games last week. We really got to refocus on our swings and our approach, and we really just linked up as a team and said, hey, it's time for us to get this done. Probably the best week of practice or preparation that they've had all year. So I agree with you.
Well, let's be honest. If Auburn continues to hit the ball in the super regional like they hit it in the regional, everybody's playing for second.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if you score 50-something runs in 3 games, you're going to be okay.
Was there an SEC record for the NCAA tournament most runs in 3 games?
I know 40 in 2 games was a record,
Yeah.
SEC record. I would imagine 50.
I think it was
51 in 3 games would be a record too. But
I think the record was 47, and we hit 51.
now that you can't just assume you're going to go out there and score 21 runs or 19 runs. That's probably not going to happen because the pitching is better. Pitching's elevated. Oregon State's fantastic.
Yeah.
They're good on the mound. They're not great. I mean, 419 team yard. But as you said, I mean, you know, Mason Barnett, I think that's logical. Maybe you throw him out there. Game 1 coming off the best start of his career.
Yeah.
Then you get your ace, Joseph Gonzalez, to maybe, hopefully, pitch game 2 and with an opportunity to close things out. But
in game 3, all hands on deck if you need it, because everybody's rested.
Everybody's rested. I also did not pitch in the regional, correct?
That's correct.
All right. I think John Armstrong pitched maybe 1 inning.
That's right.
So I think
Burkhalter just the 2
Carson
innings.
Swilling only threw an inning.
Yeah.
Burkhalter only threw a couple innings. Carson, like you said, so bullpen's rested. It's all hands on deck for every game, really. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, their compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center, 10 locations around Central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. You'll be glad that you did. Okay, just for some clarification, we have been told we've called the NCAA, and they if there is a third game, it will be the left side of the bracket, Tennessee, East Carolina, College Station, Blacksburg. They start on Friday, and they will go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And the right side of the bracket starts on Saturday. That's Stanford, Chapel Hill, Hattiesburg, and Corvallis. It's Saturday, Sunday, and if necessary, Monday. It will be that following day. The NCAA website just had it basically like for whatever reason, it was listed like that for a lack of being updated, which, okay. So that's fine.
And here's
that makes more sense.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel better.
That's only fair.
Yeah.
And here is another little tidbit, because I saw this on a Facebook page. This bracket, the way you have it set up on the script, that is the bracket for the College World Series. So our Super Regional, should Auburn advance, we would be matched up in the first game in Omaha against the winner of Southern Miss and Ole Miss.
That is correct.
Yeah. So that's interesting that two SEC teams would have to go at it right off the bat there.
Well, that would be the, essentially that would be the 2-3 matchup if seeding were to hold.
Mm-hmm.
But,
we shall see.
We shall see.
It's, will the luck of the Irish
could be
able
an
to show
unseeded and a 14 seed.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That should be interesting.
So it's just looking through here, will the luck of the Irish be able to do anything in Knoxville? I know a lot of people would love to wave goodbye to Tennessee, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. They just the bad boys are they remind me of the Pistons back in the day.
Okay.
Nobody could stand them because of the way they acted, but they just straight up played. But surprises, Andy, for you. What about East Carolina possibly making it to the College World Series? And UConn.
Yeah, UConn kind of out of the blue there.
They shovel snow until May up there.
Well, Southern Miss. When's the last time Southern Miss made a run at a big-time championship?
Did you see the end of that LSU Southern Miss game? That was intense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Several comebacks in those series between.
Well, LSU had their share of comebacks. They were out. They'd run out of comeback.
Yeah. John Paul says, I wish Auburn baseball team all the best luck. Bring it home this weekend. Ty says, did y'all see where Detroit shut down Casey Mize for the year? I did see that. Unfortunate. I hate that for Casey.
Yeah.
What can you expand on that? Do you know, Ty, what specifically the problem is with Casey? I don't know as I've seen a particular on that. Ty says the weather in Corvallis supposed to be damp and cool this weekend. Mm-hmm. Damp and cool. Jim Hardy says common opponents, Vandy and UCLA for Auburn and Oregon State. Or Beavers 2-3 versus UCLA and 1-1 versus Vandy. Auburn 1-0 versus UCLA and 2-1 versus Vandy. So if you like common opponents, that's that one you put a little check mark in the Auburn column.
Yeah. Well, that's why I mentioned that for a little hope. We don't play it on paper. Thank goodness, because if we played it on paper, according to these stats, they're better than us. But
yeah,
Andy, if there's a team in this field right now that's clicking on as many cylinders as Auburn is right now, I'd like to know who it is. I mean, Tennessee's on cruise control. We all know that. But incredible regional for Auburn. Just everything has come together. And the mindset's good. The players are confident. It's just sometimes you go into these maybe off of a downslide and you're going, oh, man, we feel pretty good right now. Like Butch said, it could end Sunday. Yeah. They're that good. But the way this team is playing right now, we're not going to talk about anything less than winning the College World Series. So.
You score 11 runs in the first inning of your regional. I mean, you talk about getting off on a good foot, and you think, well, okay, did we fire all our bullets then? And you end up scoring 19 runs, and you say, well, wow, okay, well, obviously Southeastern Louisiana not very good. Right. Their pitching staff terrible. Okay, so you got to face a Florida State. We know they're not great, but they're good. A good team playing in a good conference in the ACC. You score 21 runs.
Yeah.
And so, okay, well, I mean, you put that aside and say, okay, well, you can come back. Let's close this thing out. A lot of pressure now.
Yeah.
And you're up 9-0. Yeah. And cruising along. Your pitcher, Mason Barnett's giving up one hit. So again, everything, the fielding, the pitching, the hitting, everything, all the moves that Butch made, it just all worked. Everything was in sequence. So,
here's the other thing.
Can
Andy.
you continue that? Probably not to that level, but I'm not putting anything past him at this point.
Absolutely not. Here's the other thing that was impressive. And my grandson and I, because he plays middle school baseball. And of course, he loves to watch the gun. You know. I think Southeastern Louisiana ran 4 or 5 pitchers out, and not a single one of them touched 90. We're sitting there looking at mid-80s to low 80s, and we're cranking on that. You know, these college baseball players, they like that speed. Whatever they threw at us, we hit it. So, very impressive.
When we come back, we'll look at Athlon's first, second, third, and fourth team SEC. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
Hey guys, this is Nate Paz with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker! Brubaker!
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at BrewBaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there sticking with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. They are saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. If you're in the market to refinance, might go ahead and do that because interest rates probably going to be going up. So if you could be saving yourself a lot of money, and you need to take advantage of this while you can. Give them a call today. Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, located right here in Alexander City, servicing the entire state of Alabama. Okay, the Athlon. This back in the day, the Athlon. You go get that magazine, preseason. Football, college football magazine. Oh, that was like the greatest thing ever. Now, of course, you just turn the internet on.
That's
right. The
right.
Athlon's still getting it, and they're still putting it out. They give the All-SEC preseason team, first through fourth team, 9 players making the list this year. First team offense, you got Mr. Tank Bigsby.
Yeah.
Deservedly so, I would think.
Sure. Yeah.
First team defense, Derek Hall. Lot of expectation for Derek Hall. He was kind of one of the biggest supporters of Brian Harsin, I would say.
Yeah.
Very vocal. He's a guy that clearly wants to be at Auburn. He's a guy that's got some potential to go and maybe make a splash in the NFL.
Yeah.
Got to have some pass rush this year. And really needs to be he and Iku Leota. They could be a bookend kind of pair that makes life difficult for quarterbacks. And if you can make life difficult for the opposing quarterback, it makes playing defense a whole lot easier.
And I'm banking on Dylan Brooks being in that group too.
Dylan Brooks
Yeah.
needs to make a splash this year. Nobody on the first team special teams. No Anders Carlson. No Oscar Chapman, who was tremendous punter, by the way, last year. No second-team offense for Auburn. You do have Colby Wooden, second-team defensive lineman. There again, possibility for a guy, if he wants to have a serious NFL career, he needs to have a big-time season this year. There's Mr. Chapman, the Aussie.
Second team
special teams. Third team offense, offensive lineman. An offensive lineman at Auburn.
I had to look twice on that.
Third team offense, Keandre Jones.
Yeah.
He was thrust into starting duty last year. Young, I think it was sophomore, I think. And acquitted himself quite well.
Yeah, he did.
Quite well.
Yeah.
So he may, according to this, I guess he may be Auburn's best offensive lineman.
That's what Athlon thinks.
Owen Papo, third team linebacker.
Now, Andy, if Papo had been healthy all this time and playing, do we really think he'd be third team?
There's some pretty good linebackers in the SEC.
They are, but
how good do you?
I can see him at least being second team instead of third team had he gotten the reps. Because everybody's sitting back wondering, is he healthy? How's he going to come out and play? Because it's been so long.
Yeah, last year was kind of an odd deal.
Yeah.
Because you never quite. I mean, it was the mysterious high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Which you never. I mean, these things are like a phantom. It's kind of like the old turf toe.
Yeah.
What? But
it's like the oblique injury in baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes those guys, it just takes.
Well, I mean, Deion Sanders, he was like, dude's got turf toe. What? And then his career's over.
Yeah.
So, So Owen Papo, hopefully he's 100%.
Goodness, I hope so.
Of course, you know, Tua got a high ankle sprain, and they went in and tied some string around his inside of his bones in his ankle twice. He seems fine. So it's weird how that happened.
Tape it up, Coach.
Third team special teams, Anders Carlson. He may not even be the starting kicker this year. Alex McPherson.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Hey.
Could be.
He's a real deal, man. I can't wait.
Carlson better be on his game. I guarantee that.
Here's the thing, Andy. You know how kickers are. You get one in a slump, and you're going, crap, we're screwed. Well, if one of Auburn's kickers gets in a slump, it's going to be like, put the other guy in there.
Yeah. Fourth team. I didn't even know there was a fourth. Fourth team offense. John Samuel Schindler at the tight end position.
Yeah.
Ray, you know, all Auburn fans, we moaned and groaned for years about why can't we throw it to the tight end? And then now we've got tight ends coming out of our ears.
Yeah. Tight end room's full. There's not any empty chairs in the tight end room.
We got so many tight ends. We can't even get rid of Shanker. He's a senior. We can't even get rid of him. He's coming back.
Oh, mercy.
Hopefully that will everybody will get their share.
I'm for it.
Yeah. Fourth team defense, safety, Zion Puckett. He again, he showed some problem. I would think maybe third or fourth team, you might have seen a Jalen Simpson at cornerback.
Right.
He's got some skill.
Yeah.
But it is not to be.
But, Andy, these are fun, but you know how much this is worth right now, don't you?
It's worth as much as this paper it's printed on.
Well, you brought up a great memory for me, though. You talked about Athlon. I could not wait for the Street and Smith basketball magazine to come out every year because they even had the top high school. Now, this is back before recruiting blew up.
Oh, yeah.
I'd go through there and see how many Alabama high school basketball players were on their high school All-American watch list. That triggered.
Who was it?
That triggered a memory.
What was it called?
Street and Smith.
Street and Smith.
Smith basketball yearbook every year.
Okay.
It was like the Athlon before Athlon.
Well, who was Street and Smith?
Just the publisher.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask some of the old timers; they'll tell you.
I'm sure. All right, we got to take one final break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one last segment on this Thursday afternoon, right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our best rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, their compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Andy and David taking you up to 1 o'clock. Dale giving us some good information here. Street and Smith Sports Magazine has been around since 1940. The company debuted its college football edition. Its annual baseball publication appeared in 41 and went on until 2007. I'm assuming that's become defunct now. It was a staple for sports fans who were hungry for prognostications of the upcoming season. Street and Smith published comic books from 40 to 49 and began publishing the sports publications in 40. So that, very interesting. Do they still do college football?
I hadn't seen one. Now it's Athlon and all of that.
Yeah.
I think they kind of went by the wayside. And
well, the internet too.
Andy, I'm a dinosaur. When I lived in Birmingham, I'd buy the Post-Herald in the morning and the Birmingham News at night. I love to drink my coffee reading an actual newspaper. And those days are gone, and I'm sad.
Yeah.
But
trust me, I write for a newspaper.
Yeah, you do.
I know it's.
And you send me your article
Don't
by
tell
email.
people that.
Well, I'm VIP. Yeah, and the wonderful Alexander City Outlook, by the way, you can catch Andy's wisdom and talent on a weekly basis, correct?
That's correct. The number one birdcage liner in the state. From what that's an unofficial poll.
And you've written 500 and something columns, have you not, for them?
About 560.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I got into it, it never occurred to me that it would be this long. So.
And you can find those where? On the internet?
Yeah, I'm sure they're out there somewhere. They used to have the Tigerland. There used to be a website called Tigerland, and it would just gather all, like, from different publications usually across the state of Alabama, but my column would pop up there quite a bit.
How about that?
Anyway.
You're a legend.
I am a legend in my own mind.
He is.
On this day, 1914, it is June the 9th, Pittsburgh Pirates' Honus Wagner becomes only the second player to reach 3,000 hits. The first player being?
Was it Ty Cobb?
Cap Anson.
Okay.
Cap Anson, and I think 18.
Oh, yeah, Cobb was after Wagner.
Yeah, a little bit
Honus.
Honus.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
Great name. 1963, the first Sunday night baseball game in MLB history. First Sunday night baseball game. The San Francisco Giants lose 3-0 to the Houston Colts. Who are no longer a team. 1973, Ron Turcotte aboard Secretariat wins the 105 Belmont Stakes, becoming the first Triple Crown winner and one of the greatest horses in horse racing in history.
Yeah.
First Triple Crown in 25 years, Secretariat.
When you think of the great horses, that one comes to mind.
Voted one of the greatest athletes of all time, right? Secretariat.
Yeah.
I think second to Muhammad Ali in that ESPN poll. Either that or Michael Jordan may have been too, but Secretariat was in the top three, I think. Anyway. Okay. Happy birthday today, Cole Porter. There's your jazz musician.
Yes.
Cole Porter.
Yes.
Do you do any Cole Porter songs?
No.
No. Les Paul, I think, invented the one solid piece electric guitar.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's correct. I believe Paul McCartney plays a Les Paul.
Really?
And of course he's left-handed.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Les Paul, born on this day, 1915. Jackie Mason, he was in the worst sequel of all time, Caddyshack 2. Played the Rodney Dangerfield role, essentially.
You got to be careful with those sequels.
Just awful. And just an insult to what a great comedy classic Caddyshack is.
Yeah.
Jackie Wilson, one of my favorite, 1934. Lonely teardrops. Dick Vitale, Dickie V, born on this day, 1939. Still going, too.
I met Dick
He's
at
got
a Final
one eye,
Four.
you know.
Yeah, the one-eyed Ziggy. I met him at a Final Four, and Andy, what you see on camera is what you see off camera.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He's a bundle of energy.
He bounces off the wall everywhere he goes. Yeah.
Dave the Cobra Parker, 1951. MLB player? No. Pretty good.
Wait a minute, Dave
Parker.
Pittsburgh?
Not
100%. I'm thinking the same guy.
Maybe not. Michael J. Fox, born on this day, 1961. Aaron Sorkin, he wrote The West Wing, Few Good Men. Johnny Depp, congratulations.
Johnny?
He just cashed in off his ex-wife.
Been in the news lately.
Johnny Depp, 1963. Wayman Tisdale, he was a jazz musician too. And a pretty good basketball
Retired
player.
from the NBA and became one of the great contemporary smooth jazz bass players.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dean Felber, he was the bass player, speaking of bass players, for Hootie and the Blowfish.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
1967, Teddy Bruschi, linebacker for Patriots. 1973, Peja Stojakovic. I remember him playing for the Sacramento Kings. Pretty good shooter.
He was.
It seemed like he went to the Lakers, did he not? Maybe.
I believe that's correct.
I don't know. I'm not 100%.
Hey, backtracking, I have a question. Why was there nobody in Hootie and the Blowfish named Hootie?
It's a fair question.
Okay.
I think Hootie may have been a college friend of theirs.
Wanted to throw that out there. Okay.
Yeah, good. It's fair.
It's always bothered
me. It's a
me.
fair question. Udonis Haslem played at Florida. Natalie Portman, lovely. She was in all the Star Wars. She was Queen Amidala.
Yeah.
She was also in The Professional. She played the little girl, Matilda. Good movie, by the way. Boy, died on this day, unfortunately. I don't want to be a downer here, but
No.
Adam West.
Is that
Batman.
is that the TV Batman?
TV
God,
Batman.
I always wanted to be that guy.
88 years old in 2017.
He was
And
cool.
Mike Mitchell played basketball in Auburn,
At Auburn.
74 to 78.
What a shooter.
Went on to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
Died of cancer, 2011. Very unfortunate.
Great player.
So, yeah. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there been with us. He's David. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.